Okay, all right, it's going. It's a going, it's a going. I think, yeah. I have, see my phone? It was dead, but now it's not dead. I think it's booting up. Oh, 87%. Two missed calls. Oh no, that's terrible. Probably from the publisher's clearinghouse telling me I was going to win, and now I don't get it because I didn't answer the telephone. That's too bad. That's too bad for me. No, I don't want to update nothing. Okay, thank you. Oh, now it's going to show all of these um, thingies. Wait a minute. Okay, now I'm going to go up here. Oh, right here. Well, look at there. See? I am getting so good, Skip Survey. I don't. Which of these makeup products have you seen online video advertising for recently? None of them. Skip Survey. Okay. Oh, let me see. I see people. Look at this. Sandy Rector, Bonnie Lipke, Deborah Mayo, Gail, Roberta, Debbie Hayes, Barbara Barnes, Stephanie with Shepherd Creations. Good evening. And I don't know if I heard your name before. And so I love new names. And then there's Susan Tobin, and then there's Tiffany Wells, and Anita Williams, and Kim Greenleaf, and hello, hello, hello. Oh, my goodness sakes. This is great. This is, and Judy Umfleet, hello. It is so good to see you. You just, all your faces are beautiful. I can actually see you little people walking around inside my telephone. Yes. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. Okay, so I can put my phone up here on the hang up thing. See, you always need an extra hand. So there we go. Oh my goodness sakes. Melissa says, oh my gosh, I think I need purple hair. Oh, that was my Melissa. I got it. I know it. I just ruined it. Geraldine Cripple. Now that's a new name. I don't believe I've heard that one. Yes. Welcome to the crazy house. Well, it's not the crazy house. I need to speak for myself. And there's Tracy. A loved one is trying to call you. I keep getting these like notifications popping up on my. And there's Cynthia McCoy, Tracy Aubrey. I'm glad to have you here. Geraldine. I used to have a dear friend named Geraldine. I liked her. I loved her. Her name was Jerry. We called her Jerry. Holly Dalton, Bertie Boatwright, Kendra. Hi, Kendra. It's good to see your smiling face. And then there's Shuby. Newbie Cheryl. Okay, we'll call her Shuby. And there is Pat. And it is Pat's birthday. She is like 29 or maybe she's 31. I don't know. She's somewhere around there. Johanna Stevens has been trying to get in touch with me. Okay, Johanna. I am so confused on my Johannas because I was talking to somebody. Because I was talking the other night about having somebody that would keep track of birthdays and like be able to put on go to the page on people's birthdays and put their and post their birthdays. You think you're tired, newbie Cheryl? You couldn't be tired. You're young and it's early. And then I don't remember who I was talking. And it seems like it was Johanna, somebody Johansson. It had a Johann in it somewhere. I am such a dork. Was it you, darling Johanna? Johanna Stevens? I don't know who it was. I am losing my ever-loving mind. Yes. You know, they say the more birthdays you have, the longer you live. Yeah. So, Johanna, it wasn't you that maybe I was talking to, and I just thought it was you. Oh, my goodness. No, it wasn't you. Okay. It was somebody else then. Yes, we are going to make clusters. We had a couple of ladies in Tuesday nights that said, might have been Jane. I don't know, Quacks and Roots. I don't know. It may have been. But anyhow, we'll figure this one out. I did get today's birthday put up because today's birthday is Patricia Sweeney. And then I noticed there's still a couple more birthdays that's been added that I've got to get up on the list still. But my list is getting full of birthdays. Like on February 1st, I think there was like 4 birthdays. Yeah. So, yes. And my hubster, he's now a member of our group. I don't know if he'll ever watch or anything, but he I said, you have to see the post that Miss Pat put up for you. And so he got on the group, so he's now in our group. And so if you see Richard Phillips, then you'll know that's him. And don't let his little picture doohickey scare you. That is in memory of one of his dear friends that passed away. And oh, you approved, Papa. Okay, thank you, Pat. And so, but it's got like guns on it. But don't let that scare you. He's it's a memory of a friend that he lost that used to, and he was a writer, and that was kind of his what do you call it, his I don't know what it was called, but it was his thing. Yes. Yeah. Oh, and there's Peter. Oh, good, wonderful. This is wonderful. Yes, we're going to do clusters today. I've done clusters before, but you know, there are some things that if you do something like long ago, then maybe somebody doesn't see that particular video, and it doesn't hurt to do it again. October 2nd for Barbara Batzer. Let me see if I got that on October 2nd. No, I don't have that October 2nd for Barbara Batzer. How could that be possible? Let me put your name on October 2nd. And I got to put, so I'll get in there and add that. So I'm October as well. See, I got each month and then everybody's name here on my little list so I can try to keep track and not. Oh, and I never did say on my, I was writing down all of the names of everybody who had posted their pictures of their January ATC challenge, and then I put them all in a dish, and I put them all in a dish, and Tracy Turner was our winner. I still haven't got her package sent out, but I will. I'll get that package sent out. Tracy Turner, who is our winner. Keisha's Creation. You mean the package of the stuff that I got from your auction? Yes. Yep, I got I got, see, this was one of the things. And I got that started, but I'm going to be making it into, it's going to be steampunkish. That's what I've decided. I'm going to steampunk it up. And so, yes, that's what I'm going to do with that. Now, Tracy says, Lizzie, I've been watching your journal video. Do you know what the clips were called you got on the crisscross, the ribbon in the spine? Your journal is lovely. Okay, um, there's two ways you can buy them. They are like for boot laces, you can buy them, or you can also get them as picture hangers that you can put on the back of a picture, like a painting or something to hang. So you can either find them there, or you can find them, in where I found mine. They were called boot loops, or something that you put on boots so you can lace boots up or shoes up. But and so you can get them. Oh, Keisha's an ATC from Keisha. Oh, dang. No, I don't think so, honey. I don't think so. Not yet. I think I showed all that I've gotten so far. But no, I don't think so. But I'll keep watching for it. Okay, and Pat, you're not a year older today. All you are is you are celebrating that you got through that last year. It's a celebration of completing that level in your life. Now you're working on the next level. You bet your sweet bippy you are. So we're gonna just work on some oh geez, I'm reaching in this here drawer, and there it is. We're going to work on some clusters. Oh, age is only level. Age is a level. Age is a level on the game of life. And the more levels you get up, if you finish, the more levels you finish, um, the more levels you finish, the longer you live. It's true. There's been scientific study. That's right. So one of the things that's fun to do for your clusters is to, this is like a twill tape, like a twill, what they call twill tape, but it's really cool because you can stamp on it. Peter Daly says, have you seen my new upload? I think you'll enjoy it. No, I haven't. I'm going to have to look for that. And then, okay, Angela, hi, how are you? Oh, it is good to see you. We celebrated Friendship Day. Jeffrey and I did. We decided Canada has Friendship Day and we don't. We have, you have, Canada has Friendship Day on the same day we have President's Day. So he did, he said, we will celebrate Friendship Day instead of President's Day. Presidents can go ahead and celebrate their own self. And so we said, we're going to be Canadians for the day, and we're going to celebrate Friendship Day. So anyhow, now I'm just stamping some things on this tape, on this twill tape, and then I will be able to cut it apart and use these on my on my on my clusters. So that's one thing you can do. If you don't have twill tape, you can use a piece of muslin. Actually, muslin would probably look better if you just stripped it, because then it would be raggedy on the edges, and I just love raggedy. Yep. I'll let you know, Keisha. I will. Let Hang on 1 minute, Keisha. I'm going to look in my book just to make sure. Because I put them all in my book, and it very well could be, the way my memory is going lately, that I may have it in here. Okay, let me just look. You might see it before I do. So I look on the back here, and I'll see. Oh, I did. Oh my gosh, how could I? Keisha, yes, I did. In fact, I just showed it yesterday. I did get it, and I love it. Let me pull it out of here real quick. This right here. I am so sorry that I didn't remember. I showed it on the video when I did a video Tuesday. I showed this one, and how beautiful it is with the unicorn, and that lace is just, I have never seen a lace like that with those colors. That is so pretty. This is so, I love this. You are something wonderful. Yes, Keisha, I have it. I'm sorry that I didn't remember. But see, this is why it is so good that I put them in, I keep them in my pages, and then I can just flip the pages and look on the backs, and I see exactly who sent them and who made them. I have gotten a couple that haven't been signed on the back, and then I put the name on it myself. And oh, this one, oh, Stacy Evans, yeah, she did put her name on there. And so, but always remember to put your information on the back, and so we know who sent them. In when we, a lot of these I made myself, but I keep them all in a book like this, and I just love them. I just love them. So good thing I went and looked. Okay, one of the things I do when I like to have my clusters, I like to start on a paper disc of some kind, and I punch. Now this will be a bigger one. Now you might want to make smaller ones, but I have a 2.5-inch punch, and as you can see, I have punched so many. If I've got a junk mail or anything that's of a good weight, I punch discs out of it and put them in this here bag. And then I can either make trading discs out of them, trading coins, or use them as starters for my clusters. My daughter has Claxie is there. My daughter has me watching the muscle wasting, which is another muscle wasting. MG, which is another. Oh, MG. What does MG stand for, Joanna? Muscular something. It's another muscle wasting disease. You go.
I'm back. I just put Sammy out. She just not come back yet.
Oh, okay. All right. Papa's going to bed. Papa says, "Happy birthday, Pat." BJ has to go recharge her phone. Okay, Mitz. Okay. There's just so much. There's so much out there. So many things. And it's sad that there's not a lot known about so many issues, health issues. And it seems like if there's not enough of it, then they don't spend the money to research it and find cures and such as that. There has to be, like, there's so much research out there for cancer, and I don't have a problem with that, of course, but there's so many small things that people have problems with, and there's no research for it to try to find how to fix it, or what even causes it. So that's one I haven't. I have 70 watching. Wow, you make me nervous. I'm gonna get stage fright. Hi, Karen.
I'm just making sure you have no straight.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Love you, darling. There's so many ways you can do your clusters. One way I want to do today is one thing I want to tell you is that these flowers that you can buy, a lot of times you can buy these silk flowers like on clearance, and so these, and then you just pull them apart. You just pull them apart because they just snap together. Hi, Irma. Goodness me. Okay, Pat, you take care of things out there. You take care of things. Pat's my assistant. She's my personal assistant. She's the only person I know that loves freezing cold weather. So she's a little strange, but we love her anyway. She's a little strange, but we love her anyway. All right. So flower petals make something pretty for a cluster. And the leaves as well from the flowers. And once you pull that plastic pieces off, then look at this big one. That's pretty. Now here's this is some. I just was grabbing some stuff. These are some like fall leaves, and you have to kind of peel those off of the stem there, and that goes pretty on a cluster. There are so many things that you probably have laying around your house that will be so pretty on a cluster. Here I have a coffee dyed paper doily, and I find that I like my anything paper I like torn. I like it torn rather than cut. Torn really gives it a beautiful edge for your clusters. So that's an idea. Then this is a bag from Ford on my head the other day. Purple would make they're going to have some ice cream. Hi, Master Designs. Yeah, and clusters are so awesome on anything. Now this I can't tear, so I have to cut that. And so, but these are fun. These mesh bags that you get your onions or your apples, or that one had apples in it. I'm out of apples. I got to go get me some more apples. I'm an apple lover. I love apples. Okay, and then lace, any kind of lace you have, or pieces of even fabric doily. And then if you have, you know, scrap lace or whatever, and just cut small pieces because you'll just layer them. And then, oh, then I have, okay, let's throw these down here in this pile of stuff. Fabrics, like any kind of fabrics. Cut them up. This is actually some sari silk here. Hi, Sammy. Okay, and then let's see. Here we have, I have some eyelash trim. Here I have some, I guess this is like raffia, but it's pink. And so, you know, little pieces of raffia. Put that in your pile of loot. And then, of course, I love music. Music notes. I love music notes. And so I like to just tear pieces of the musical notes to layer. And so you just have so many options. Sometimes tearing apart these beautiful musical notes is kind of, when I first started tearing things like that apart, it was like, oh my gosh, it was so hard because I didn't want to tear apart somebody's history. And that's what I felt like I was doing. And so, got to have music notes, yeah? And then pages out of a book. Now, see, we already tear our pages out of books to make our altered books. And, oh, there's Renee from her little red wagon. You came in here to forget for a while. Renee, I'm right with you. I am right with you. I want to tell you something. I don't know if it's because I've completed the 69th level of this game of life. I don't know if that's it or what, but I'm telling you, people, hi Dana, Lori Smith, oh my goodness. I just learned, just like about 2 hours ago, that another friend passed away. Another friend. This was my Judy. My Judy, everybody called her Uncle Judy. She was the maid of honor at my wedding. And now she has passed through the golden gates of heaven. It seems like every 2 to 3 weeks, somebody. And oh Renee, why are you crying? Oh my goodness, Renee. Oh, hi Lala. Renee, I don't know. Did you say why you were crying? Oh, okay. I don't see. Okay. Oh my goodness sakes. I just feel, yeah, it's just, you know, it's when I heard that today, because I'll tell you what, it really gave me she died on the 16th, and I just learned today that she passed. And I just learned it today. And but I had allowed myself to lose contact. We were close and seeing each other all the time. But then when me and Richard retired, because Richard worked, they both worked. She was a nurse, a psychiatric nurse, and when Richard retired, because he was working at the same psychiatric hospital she was working at, we kind of sort of lost touch. And not, and not for any, not for any, yeah, it just happens. You just lose touch. And so I mean, we didn't lose complete touch. We were friends on Facebook, and so we were always saying, "Oh, we've got to get together. We got to get together." We always said that we got to get together, and but we always thought, well, we have time, we time. You got time to get together. So you've got next month or next week, or sometimes you don't have next month or next week or even tomorrow. So you got to remember, make sure you let people know you love them today. So, okay, I inked around my little music notes here. I'm just stapling the pieces on with my stapler. I like to just staple. You can glue them, you can sew, but you could get them on there. You just got to be making sure that there's no like ugly words in your book pages there. But before I ever take a book apart, I usually always make sure that there's nothing in that book that I wouldn't want my grandchildren to see or my grandmother to see. And so, Sammy, did your father lock that door and can't even get out? Hang on a minute, sweetie. I'll let you out. There. Okay. Okay. Sammy does not mind being in here with me. She likes to be in here with me, but she does not like that door closed. Do not close that door where she can't get in and out. Okay, so here I can just put, you can just, just add stuff, add stuff, add stuff. Let's see, maybe I'll put this piece of fabric and maybe this piece of fabric. Or and then I have things like words, or look at even a sticker. I could put just even a little sticker. Now she's happy. Now she's going in her bed. Just leave that door open. You can put a little sticker, or you can use a word. You can put a word on there, or anything. A little ribbon. You can put just near about anything on that. And then we start on another one, and then you don't have to use that round back like I did. You can just start it with, I like to start though with a piece, whatever I use on the back is paper that I can glue down. And so, because sometimes, well, anything else you could glue too, I guess. Hot glue would even glue if I put the leaves, even if I put leaves down. And so, but you could just start, and then like here's this pink raffia stuff. Raffia. Hi, Ada Dell. Oh, and there's Taylor. Oh, wait a minute. Look, Taylor made journals. Whatever. You got to just know by now. I can't remember names. I ordered. I haven't printed them yet, but I got a Put a piece of paper to catch the ink. Yeah, so it's not all over here. I'm making myself a mess. Making myself a mess, right? And so look at that if you put a piece of lace there. And then you can, oops, let me get that piece there. There we go. See, and that's a pretty cluster, or even that just like it is. And then I can write, I can put this on here that says, I love you. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I can do that. Where'd I put it? Okay, so see here. So that one I started with the just the 2.5-inch round circle. This one I put the flower and the leaves, and then the torn paper tea dyed doily, a piece of fabric here, another piece of fabric, a sticker, the music paper, and the book paper. And you just kind of stack them any way you want. And then I inked the edges. You can or you don't have to. Now this one here, I just did that one, putting just the music paper first, and then a little book page, and then I put some of this raffia, just tied it around, put a little piece of lace, a little piece of fabric, and then the sticker that says I love you. And I might have to glue the sticker down if it doesn't want to stay. And so that makes a little smaller one. But if you just sit your little self down and sit your little self down here. This is what I was paper I used yesterday. And you could make a bunch of these while you're watching a movie or something, because it really doesn't take a lot of time, doesn't take a lot of time, doesn't take a lot of effort. And so because there's no measuring, you don't have to match things up, you don't have to line things up. And then if you have a shoebox full of these already finished, then when you start putting a journal together or making cards or whatever you want to do, yeah, he got his batteries, Tracy. He needed them batteries for his flashlight. He uses his flashlight like at night when he gets up to go to the bathroom. He carries his flashlight with him. Yeah, he got me one too on my side of the bed, but I just walk in the dark. Hi, Susan Hill. Susan is a quilter. And so now, and like I'm just going to go ahead and ink these. Now you can make these also into like a snippet roll almost of papers that you can just start with a long piece of paper. Like, I'll do one in just a minute here, and just hold your horses now. um My husband loves listening while he is on eBay and I am listening. He cracks me up. He knows my crafty people's names. Oh, that is so cool. That is good. See? Yeah. Usually it's my husband's usually on his computer and I'm on mine, and we just well, I'm into my crafts and he's into his Pokemon games. In fact, for his birthday, if any of you know anything about these Pokemons, he got a Nintendo Switch for his birthday. It's another game kind of console, Nintendo Switch. But he's got a Pokemon game on there, and somehow he's going to be able to use the Pokemon that he plays on his telephone along with the Switch, with the Pokemon Switch. Oh, is Dai Dai on too? You tell Dai Dai I love her very dearly. Yep, she's the one that turned me on to tailor-made journals for my printouts. And yeah, and so Taylor, today, I'm just gonna call you Taylor because I can never remember your name. I just ordered the vintage ones that's got all the pages, although I haven't looked at them yet because I just now ordered it. But it's in my mailbox. But I'm thinking that they're going to be awesome to use on my ATC cards. And then when you make ATC cards, they're not only just ATC cards. You can use them, ATC cards, which artist trading cards. You can use them even as a focal point on a greeting card. And then if you don't want it to be a greeting card, you can use it as that greeting card that you just made as a flip out in a journal. And so you can just keep going and going and going with that. But after I get done here, I'm going to unzip the file so I can unzip it, so I can see, so I can look at them all. So, oh, and there's Laura. Hi, Laura. That's a new name for me. Oh, how wonderful. So glad to have you here with us. So glad. We're making, today we're making, what are we making? Tell her what we're making. We're making these. We're making, oh, good grief, Elizabeth. I swear, I'm sometimes wondering if I just need to just go live in the horse barn. Okay. Cluster. Thank you, Pat. Oh my gosh. I couldn't think of the word cluster. So see, I'm going to put that on the back, the paper on the back, because this might not glue well to the page, but the paper will. So I like to start with a paper back, even if I'm going to put this like silk flower on. And I like that flower. I like that leaf. And so I'm going to put some book page, and I'm going to put some music page. There's the word singing right there. I'm going to put a little piece of lace here. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to take this little piece of, this is that plastic mesh off of the onion bag, or no, it was an apple bag. I'm going to put that on there. Look how pretty that looks with that. And then I'm going to put this here piece of fabric on there. Let's see. Wait a minute. I want to cover up that. Okay, let's go like this. And then I'm just going to staple that. And you can put like a little flower. I didn't drag any little flowers out. And you are beautiful. Look at this here. I just love like words or phrases. I think they are awesome on anything. I really love quotes. And so, and there you go. And the little staple shows, but if you don't want that staple to show, you can cover it. Now, if you wanted to, you could, here's a little flying bird. And put that. You see, so you can cover it, the staple up if you want to with that little sticker. You just put anything, and it's got all this little fringe. It's got all kind of little things, and so see, that's another one. So, and they're just beautiful. And then if you have a whole box full of those, just a whole shoe box, and okay, Susan. Oh, bye-bye, Susan Hill. Thank you for coming by. Um, let's see. Oh, now see, I love this. This is quite a large leaf. So I'm going to cut this leaf because I do like the leaf. I like the leaf. I like the leaf color. I think that's pretty snazzy. Schnazzy. So I'm going to put a, my dear daughter, this, oh, I got to save that for some. Some of them I've cut off of like greeting cards that I want to use on some. This is just junk mail. Junk mail is amazing. Amazing the things you can find in your junk mail. You find junk. You put junk. You don't want junk in your trunk. I have junk in my trunk. And don't like it there. I got to get rid of it. So let's see. Oh, Lord. Let's put this piece here. And let's put, what else do I have here? I know I got more stuff. I got a bunch of stuff. Okay. Let me get rid of this piece of paper. My artistic work on it. Let me put that right there. Okay, see now I've got some of this washi. It's not washi. This is, hi Amy's mom. Oh, 102 washi? Stolen coffee stirrers. I have some of them. We might go to the same jailhouse. Stolen coffee stirrers. You never know what they're going to come in for. I mean, handy for. Come in handy for. Stolen coffee stirrers. Now, let's see. Oh, I need something else on there. I need something. Oh, look. Oh, look. Here's something. I need this here piece of ribbon. Oh, maybe. Well, let me get this. Put that together. Then what if I make a little bow out of this little ribbon? My arthritic thumb will let me. Whew. Got a brace I can wear on my hand for my arthritic thumb. But if I put it on, I can't do a flipping thing. So I'd rather complain about the pain. There we go. Now I got a little bow. And see, if you don't staple, you can glue it on, or you can, that's pretty. That's beautiful. I love it. There we go. See, now that one I put a little bow on there. You see the little leaves poking out there, the lace. You can see the fuzz from the eyelash trim. You can see the music notes here and the book page here. And that will be very pretty on a page. And the thing about these two, these clusters, is you can take, oh, you can take a paper clip. You can take a paper clip, like I'm using these 2-inch round discs that I cut. You can take that paper clip, put that on another one, on a different one, and then you can take this one, glue it to this one, see, with that paper clip on there, and glue it give it a little bit of glue there, and glue it to, glue those two circles together. And then you've got that paper clip on here, okay, and it's glued in there. It's not going to go anywhere. And then you can take it and you can clip it to the edge of a page, and it's clipped on there. So there you've got your cluster paper clipped to the edge of the page. Now, if you had this on a page in a journal, you could pull this off and still journal and then put it back on. And so I like these removable ones like that you can use. Hi, Shirley's Crafty World. Thank you. I wanted to mention too about the group. I just put up a page in the group that if you have a YouTube channel, or if you have, boy, this looks like a mess. If you have a YouTube channel, or if you have a like a page that you'd put your crafts on, a group, any of them, put your link into those groups, or see, the boho beads from the coffee stirrer. See, that's why I stole my, that's why I accidentally took more than I needed. Yes. But anyway, please put your link to your YouTube channel or to your Facebook page if you have a group, that we can go in and see all the things that you do, because we share our I love getting inspiration. I really cannot hardly come up with things on my own, and so, but I can look at something somebody else is doing and come up with something similar to it, and or just copy the heck out of it. You got real leaves with matte gel. They are flexible and even sew them to paper. Oh, that is something, Lori, with matte gel. And you just use matte gel, and do you dry the leaf first, or do you put it on a green leaf? I would imagine you dried it first. Yes, I love the links, because now, see, sometimes we can, you're up to your eyeballs in boho beads. You are a busy girl, TaylorMade. Yes, and so I encourage you to put links in. Something I want to do as well is, and I don't know if it's legal, is I would like to put, like, if you all, and I don't know how to do it right yet. You think I need to sing? Sing a song, a sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in the pie. I'll sing happy birthday to Pat. Okay. Me. Okay, see, that was what who was it? Alfalfa. Every time before he sang, he went me. Oh, it's Lorna. Yeah, Lorna. That's the one. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pat. Happy birthday to you. That's your song, Pat. Did somebody bake you a cake today, Pat? I hope somebody baked you a cake. Yep, it's good to have birthdays. Like I said, the more birthdays you have, the longer you live. And we want to outlive the trees. Well, actually, I wouldn't want to outlive the trees, but you know what I mean. And many more. Nobody baked you a cake? Oh my goodness. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to hitchhike up there and bake you a cake. Got to hitchhike all the way up to Minnesota from sunny Florida. Oh, that's right. It's snowing up there, isn't it? Hi, Bootsy, sweethearts. How's your tooth? Did you get your tooth fixed? He broke his tooth on oatmeal. Well, it wasn't oatmeal, but it was sort of like oatmeal on his breakfast. Bootsy, did you get your tooth fixed? I hope Bootsy got it. Oh, there it is, right there by my elbow. Yes, you be making all them snow angels. They'll celebrate your birthday. Yeah. Okay. This one needs to have some. Where do I lose all my stuff to? I just see how I just get things get lost. To see how everything gets buried. Now this is how my life goes. You see my table. You see my table here. My house is worse. My son is going to move down. He lives in Michigan. He said, I am not spending another Michigan winter in Michigan. He said, I'm done. He is so done with Michigan snow. And so, but he's been wanting to come down anyway. And so I have to get my one room ready for him. And I've only got till June to get it done. And so yeah, he's going to come and stay with me for about 3 months. Maybe not that long. I don't think it'll even take that long for him to get settled in with a job and such as that. He's a master mechanic, and they need them down here so much, I'm telling you. So he will get him a job of work, and he will be fine. Sorry, unicorn family, I have to run the hubby. He is in so much pain, called ER and waiting on them to come. So, oh, okay, Johanna. Prayers that whatever it is going to be a simple fix. Oh, bless his heart. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I hope he feels better too. This afternoon, I was thinking I was having appendicitis or something. My side was hurting so bad. And so I went in there, I complained to my husband, and see, that's all I needed to do was one complaint, and I felt better. It's not hurt since I complained. So sometimes that's all I need to do is complain. See there? It's a cluster. I should. Isn't that pretty? I you just don't even have see, I'm not even thinking about it. All I'm doing is oh, and Trish, she thinks I think snow is beautiful too. I think snow is beautiful. I think snowmen are beautiful. But I think snow is always also very, very cold. Hi, Care Heart. Care Heart is the first one I seen make clusters. I sit there and watched her one day make clusters, and and after she made her clusters, I just had to make my own. I just had to make my own clusters, and I did. Think I'm gonna put this one on a paper clip, Joe. Put it on the paper clip. Put it on the paper clip. Pat Zuber. Pat Zuber. Hi. I love the things that you do. I've learned so much from you. Oh, thank you so much, Pat. We have a lot of Pats. Oh, Susan Ernest says that they have snow up to their butts. That's a lot of snow. Oh yeah, it is perfect, Roberta. It is perfect. I got this from it was sent to me by Dida. She sent me some, and and I love it. I love it. I don't have that much left. I'm gonna have to. I'm sure I can find it somewhere. But see, I don't think they actually call it eyelash trim. So it's more in something in the yarn, I think. Oh, I like it. See, I do like that. So on this one, I put the paper clip so you can clip it to your page. And it looks so pretty. And even, you know, if you got a little coming up above the page, it makes the journal even look so pretty. Even if you were to make a greeting card and you clip one of these to the front of the greeting card and give it to somebody, somebody may just unclip that from there and put that somewhere special. I don't know where they'd put it, but they'd find someplace. But I think that's beautiful. And so you just keep going and going. Now, you can take a strip of paper now, if you've got room on your table. If your table doesn't look like mine, we don't need that mouse there. Now, you can take a strip of paper, and then you can start adding, you can start putting things on the strip of paper. Like maybe I'll just put a strip of glue down this strip of paper, and then I will just start putting putting things. Now I'm just not even thinking about it. I'm just parking them on there. Just parking these on here, these things. Just whatever things, just like that, just things. And just go all the way down that piece of paper. There you see all them things on the piece of paper. Then you can, maybe you can put, maybe you can, let's see. Let us take a look, see how this works. Let me see. Oh, you know what would work good on here? What would be beautimous? Very beautimous. Just a minute. Washi tape. I want a piece of washi tape. Let's see. Ooh, I want this. This is cool. This is cool. Okay. And somebody who was showing me. Oh, I was watching Katrine. Was it Katrine? Yeah, I think it was Katrine. Oh, now I don't know. But somebody had given her like rolls of like cash register tape. And hi, Grace. Oh, Roberta, I saw where you had that all that ribbon. You got a good deal on ribbon. Yes, I saw that. But somebody had given her that whole roll of of like cash register tape. So if you had a whole roll of cash register tape, boy, would that be perfect to put things on, just to start, to start a cluster strip. Because now, I wonder if I want to go down with this. And this is a beautiful piece of lace. I can go all the way down here. And what I would do with this now is I would staple. But see now, and I'm going to be, I have to remember where I staple things. Oh, no, I'd see on the back. Never mind. Oopsie daisies. I got a excuse my boarding house reach again. Oh, I used an orange. It's not, I didn't use a distress. It's a Stays on Orange Zest. I would have probably, used like vintage photo or something, but I was too lazy to dig for it. Oh, yes, register tape. That's what it's called. Use it as a foundation and tear off after I make each block. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll take your word for that, Sue. I mean, Pat. Okay, I have to get more staples in here. Staples. Okay, now. So I'm just going to be stapling that down along there. Okay. And you could glue it. You could put double-sided tape if you didn't want to use the staples because what I'm going to do with this now, after I make it, then I'll use parts of it for pockets, like a pocket, like for a pocket, maybe something like that. Maybe I would put some, you just put anything you want, wild and free. See, I put that right all over my pointing fingers. I can't even see my pointing fingers. So there you go. See now, but my pointy fingers, I covered them doggone things up with that lace. Well, I'm putting more pointy fingers on it because I just covered that all the way up. But then I'll cover up forget it. I'll just put it like this. And then, then maybe I'm going to put, okay, then maybe I'll just put this down, and then I'm going to put this down, and then I'll put some blue because I got 3 colors. Put some blue. Okay, but then now I don't want to completely lose my beautiful lace that I put there. So I'm going to now put some, I'm going to glue some of these papers here. Oh, you know what? Oh, here's where I just stapled them. Is this going to hold down on there, Elizabeth Marie? Okay. So I am going to put, some more like this paper that I have here. I'm going to put that on there too. And what am I doing? You have to excuse me if it seems like my head is not attached to my neck. Okay, wait a minute here. Stacy from Pink Poodle did a video a ways back on how to register, how the register paper changes. Oh, it changes? Oh. Not heat sensitive paper rolls. You know, that makes me remember of a time that I went to make, I had a receipt, and I needed to do something with it, but I wanted to make a copy of the receipt first. So I put the receipt, the cash register receipt in the copy machine. And no, the base of this is just a strip of paper. And it completely ruined my receipt. My receipt was totally black when I was done copying it. So now then I didn't even have my receipt anymore. That was crazy. That was crazy. Don't you think that was crazy? Okay, so now I'm putting, now I put these on there. Now I put them on there. Now this is twill, but because I stamped on here. I stamped these little words on this twill. Some words, and there's a ladybug, and there's a ladybug, and there's a ladybug. And this one says, to thine old self be kind. So just using my little stamps, I stamped. There's a little butterfly, and there's a little bee. A little bee. A little bee. Not a big bee, but a little bee. So, but I feel like I need some more color. I feel like I need more color on here. So what if I were to take like some of this here, raffia. I think this is imitation raffia, but maybe it's dyed. I don't know. Gosh, I don't know anything. I don't know much of anything. And so if I put this on here and then put my little piece of twill ribbon on there that's got that little bumblebee on there, I'll have to stamp out some bumblebees for Gracie. By the time I get that doggone thing package sent to her, she's going to be done with her. She's going to be done with her bumblebee journal. But that's how I work, slow. Although this morning I am very proud. I sent out 12 ATC cards this morning in little tiny Happy Mails. So maybe you were one of the 12. I don't know. That's all the stamps I had. So I will have to get more stamps and send some more because I have more ready to go. So yupperinos. And I had found my grandson 3 shirts at the thrift shop, got them mailed off too. I'm telling you, I am on the ball. Usually it takes me forever to get stuff like that in the mailbox. But not today. Today I've been cooking on gas. Maybe it's because I'm eating healthier. And oh yeah, too. Pat, I sent you your birthday card today. Am I a little late? Yes, I stamped. I used my stamps on the twill. Or you can stamp on like a strip of like muslin or something, and it looks really, really good. Actually, I think using the muslin is almost looks better because you get kind of a raggedy edge, and I like the raggedy edge. See, it says butterfly kisses here, to thine own self be kind, and that one says to thine own self be kind, and a butterfly. I mean a bumblebee. And so, but now what you can do with this strip then, once you get this strip all done up. And of course, all of you, you all probably have different things that you can use. And I should have. So, use what you have. Use what you have. Let me put this. This is just a little butterfly I put on here. I throw my stapler and then I have to look for it. No, Lord have mercy. Okay, now I made a strip. This is a whole strip now. But what this strip is nice that you can cut it apart and use like I can cut this right. See, I'd have to look back here where I've got my staples. But like here now, I could just go right here and cut it and have a pocket. And so this one says, to thine own self be kind, and it's got the little bumblebee. And you could use this as a pocket in your journal. You might want to put another piece of paper on the back because to hide the staples, because if you're using it as a pocket, let's see. If you're using it as a pocket, let me see. Let me just let me see. I got paper everywhere here. I got paper everywhere. And I'm always looking for a piece of paper. Just a second here, just a second. Okay, here we go. Now, like this is just, so if I were to take like this piece and maybe I could just cut this like here. See, once you get going on this kind of thing, it's like you can just go and go and go. And then look at there. Now I have a pocket that the back is finished. So you don't see the staples here, because if you go to try and put a tag in there, it's going to hit on that staple. But then here I cut that piece of paper and it's a little bit bigger than it's a little taller than what the strip is wide. And so we'll just glue, because that's just paper on the back. And now you have a pocket. I mean, to glue this, if you glue the sides, the bottom, into a journal page, then you have a pocket to slide tags or something in, and it's a cluster pocket. See, we just invented this. Ben Franklin, here we are. Eat your heart out. We just invented a cluster pocket. This is a cluster pocket. We invented it. Invented by the Lizzie. Lizzie, how come I see? Oh, everybody wants me. What do you want me for? Everyone wants me. Let me see. Look up. That's how. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hope everyone saw my baby book I made on Lizzie's Facebook. Lizzie Care is asking a question. Pat, I just sent my email if anyone thinks they qualify. Okay, wait a minute. You are looking fabulous, Dai. Wait a minute. Dai's not in here. So it must be me. Oh no. You need a CAT scan for your stomach. Oh, I'm going back here because Lizzie Care's asking you a question. Wait a minute. Claxy Roots, I see. Beetle Chick. Miss Elizabeth has a big party, but not as many thumbs up. That's okay. You all don't have to go hitchhiking. Sometimes hitchhiking is not safe. Okay. If you don't know, I run a nonprofit that provides art supplies to disabled who can't afford to buy their own. Below poverty. For an application, email me at help@disabledartist.org. Okay, I see that. Okay, let's see. Oh, Dana got an iron infusion today, so she feels better. That's wonderful. Okay, Erin, are you still stranded side the road, or did you get your truck fixed? I had the worst stomachache yesterday due to the iron. Oh, iron is kind of, ugh. Kara's asking a question. Just a minute. I'm going back. I'm going to find this question. If it's the last thing I do, I'm going to find this question. Can I do a nonprofit plug, Lizzie, since some of your viewers may qualify? Absolutely. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you do that. And also, you can put that information on the group, on the Scrapping Uniforms group, unicorns, and put that information even, not only that you're looking for people, but that you are also accepting donations, because there's a lot that may have things that they can donate to your cause. But there's a page in the Scrapping Uniforms, geez, Unicorns group that is to put links up. So you put a link up to your page, your page, like Recycled Parts for Art. You put a link for yours. You put a link on that page, because then the people who belong to Scrapping as a Unicorns, which we've got 400 people already, they will like to go in and find links to groups that have already been checked out, or because it's sort of like, I always like to get a cookbook that's done by a church or a school group or something, because all the recipes are tried and true. And that's the same thing I want in our group, is to have that page where all the links are tried and true. And so okay, to link, when you get to your page, like if I go to my YouTube page and I just go to if I go to just to my channel, then up there in the bar where the address is, you can just highlight it, copy, and then go to the page, and in the links, and just Control V, paste. So yeah, that's It's as simple as that. And but yes, we would like to get we would like to know a lot of the groups that we know are trustworthy. And oh, I started saying earlier, I there's a lot of people too that make and sell things and have uh I don't but I don't know if it's legal for me to put up a page where you can where you can um where you can list those kind of things. So, but I would like to have a page in the files that people who if you have something that you can actually list it for sale. Now, it would be just between you and the buyer. Our group would have nothing to do with it, really, as far as a sale or swap goes. But you can do that, Renee. You can put it. Okay. Oh, there's Diane Teresi. Hi, she's my neighbor down the road. I want to meet you someday. We'll meet over at the McDonald's, have a big dinner or something. And I like to go, you know where I like to go, Diane? I think now I've got the right lady. Diane Teresi. Teresi. I like to go over to Hudson Beach and go get well, I don't get ice cream no more. But or we like to go to yeah, or we go to the oh, what is it? Burger King. That's right there just before you get to Hudson Beach. And maybe we could meet there someday and just chat, get to know each other. That'd be fun. Are you old like me or are you a spring chicken? It doesn't matter really, but anyhow, there you go. Now see, we can then let's see, I can then use this. I can make another pocket out of this one. I can cut it right here, make sure I don't cut a staple. And then I can make another pocket. Fabric, paper, and beads is Brenda. Good to see you here. Very good to see. Yes, we will, Diane. We will. That would be really awesome because we're not far from each other. And that would be really, really awesome. And it's just fun. I need new friends. I'm friends is dying. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have said that. That really sounded gross, but it's true. They're all going to heaven, leaving me stranded. I need new friends. I need friends. No, that was weird to say. I shouldn't have said that. I said it in jest. Okay, now there we go. Now I got another pocket. I got another cluster pocket. I got to put another staple right here. Well, I should have put it before I put the pocket on. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll just, because I don't have that glued in there, so I'm going to put some glue. There we go. Now that'll hold that in there. Let's see, then there's another pretty pocket. Maybe that's too much pink, but I don't think so. I don't think you can have too much pink. Most of my things I learned from Stacey Evans, and she's the pink poodle. It comes with our achieved level in this world. Going to lose people we care about, unfortunately. You know, that is so true. It's sad. It's sad, but it's part of life. It ends. And my friend Judy, who just passed away, I think she was 75 or maybe even 76. So, you know, But still, people live to be in their 90s. So we wanted her to live to be in her 90s. But God had other plans for my friend. But you know what? I got them memories. I got them memories, and nobody can take those memories. We had some good memories because her and I, we learned to play the auto harp at the same time. And we bought our auto harps at the same time. And so we would go to folk festivals and stuff. And then she would come over with her auto harp, and we would just play and play. We played pretty good, we think, in our own opinion. Oh, we used to laugh. You know, she gave me a birthday party when I turned 50 years old, but she took the zero off. She took the zero off of my 50th birthday, and so she gave me a 5-year-old birthday. We had hot dogs, macaroni and cheese, we had cupcakes. She dressed her dog up like a clown. Her little dog, she dressed it up. I still got pictures. All of my birthday presents were something you would buy a 5-year-old. I still have the little dolly she got me. And that was my 50th birthday. Now I'm 69, so that was a long time ago. And it was, I mean, we had the drinks we had were them like them little juice boxes, Kool-Aid you get in the little juice boxes. She gave me a 5-year-old birthday. I loved it. She had all the decorations at her house that were for a little teeny kid. That was my most memorable birthday. And see, those are memories. Nobody can take those away from me. They're mine forever to keep, always and forever. And so that's what we do is we just hang on to those. We hang on to them memories for dear life because we'll remember them forever. Even after we die, we'll remember them because our spirit lives on. And so since our spirit lives on, our memories live on, right? And that's in my humble opinion. My humble opinion might not mean anything to some people, but yep, that's in my humble opinion. My dear Uncle Judy, she was so wonderful. She was wonderful. And I mean to everybody. I think everybody that ever met her has something wonderful to say about her because she is a wonderful lady. And I mean, because her memory and her spirit is still out there, I can say she is a wonderful lady. I just love her. And I hope she's listening to me right now because Judy, I miss you. I love you. And I'll never forget you. I might be goofy, but I do talk to people's spirits. Tell them things that I need them to know. I talk to my mother all the time because I have to. There's a lot of things I didn't tell her when she was still alive that I should have. So I tell her now. I think she hears, and I could talk to my dad, talk to my late husband. I do that. So feathers would be pretty too. My daughter says she's 5.5 and she refuses to adult at age 26. She plans to never be any older. Ain't that a great way to be? Yes. My poor granddaughter, she just turned 18 on the 16th. So she just turned 18. And bless her heart, she decided, she goes, hey, wait a minute. I don't think I want to do this. I do not want to be an adult. It's too bad you ate the cake. You ate the cake. You're an adult. So there, look at that one. See? Now, this is just what the stuff I pulled out for today. And you might find a whole bunch of different kind of things that you want to use. And you just, whatever you have, and you just layer and layer and layer. You just can't have too many layers. Now, one thing I do like is to have them kind of flat if I'm going to put them inside. So I don't put anything real thick, because then make your journal that you're putting them in really, really thick. But even these, just on the front of a greeting card, just on the front of a greeting card, how pretty they are. And I like color, but you can go with a theme. Even you could maybe make a if you like vintage. I just ordered from her, this girl. You've seen her on here. I have already adulted, so I'm childing. If a child is a kid, then I am a kidding. There you go. That's it. That's it, Care. And we just want to stay kids because we're always our parents' kids. That's right, Vicky. You're only as old as you feel in spirit, not in body. My mind refused to get old. And that's right. And I think, would you send me some circles, Lizzie? Roberta would like some circles. You mean just 2-inch circles, 2.5-inch circles like this? Okay, let me write your name down. Do I have your if your address, let me write it on this piece of paper right here. I wonder if I'll lose this piece of paper. I can send you some circles. Sure, I can. We'll send you an ATC too. I got to send out some more ATC. Wait a minute, I'm finding my pen that I just had right here. Oh, here it is. Okay, wait, I got to get that name. Where'd that name go? Yes, please. Okay, Roberta. ROBERTA. Okay, now, and hopefully you have your address in the file. Because I can send you some circles. I just happen to have a whole bunch of them. Oh, Renee has quit birthdaying. No, we don't birthday. We just get up on, River says she's old. No, you just get to a higher level in the game of life. And the higher level you get, the more, it's great. It is great. Okay, your address is in the file. Okay, got it. Children are the best people. That's right. I love children. I love children and I love old people. Like really old people. Well, I like old people like my age too, which I'm sort of old, but not really old. I'm just, my body's been around a long time, but I'm not old. And I think a lot of you are the same way. Yes, Pat, we are levelers. That's right. My hupster, he plays Pokemon, and he's so proud. He's on page. He's on level 38, 39, and it only goes to level 40. And so he's almost to the level 40. So he's doing really, really good. Hi, witchy woman. You beautiful girl, you. I'm telling you. We've been sitting here just telling lies, and we've been no, we didn't tell no lies. I'm lying. I'm lying right then. And that was a lie right there, just saying we telling lies. But we are making clusters. We are just seeing how we can do this. We're learning. We're learning how to make clusters. See, I've even cut some of my circles just out of dictionary. I'll cut you some dictionary pages. What? Dictionary. You don't understand the Pokemon game? My husband does. 74 years old. And that boy, he is a Pokemon addict. I'm telling you. He loves his Pokemon game. And that's why for his birthday, he got a, see, Jeffrey had one. Jeffrey has a Nintendo Switch. It's another one of those handheld little games. And Jeffrey has one. And so, of course, Papa needs one. And so he's got one. He got one for his birthday. Yes. So Papa got one for his birthday, and he is so happy. He is so happy. He says he's going to need Jeffrey, though. And hopefully Jeffrey will be here like tomorrow night. And Jeffrey can help him with it because it is a little confusing. But Papa gets it. He's an electronic wizard. He loves electronics and computers and everything like that. So He'll get it figured out, but if he has Jeffrey to help him, it just kind of makes it a little bit easier. Our Jeffrey is, he's like our hero. I'm telling you. These circles are 2.5-inch circles that I'm using on these clusters. But you don't have to have a circle. You just can have a piece of paper or a piece of whatever that you could just have a whatever. There is just so, and like these ones here, where, let me see if I can find them. Somebody came in my room and made a big fat mess. As soon as I find out who it was, I'm going to make them clean it. But I got to find out who made this big fat mess first. Okay, now these here, these ones here were made by Joy. And see how she did hers? She stitched hers. She laid everything together. She's got here's a map first, and then there's a little book page, and then there's a little paper here that is like a piece of designer paper. Here's a piece of lace, and here's a piece of fabric. And then she just took that to the sewing machine and she just zigzagged it all the way down. And that is how she's got hers together. It's nice and flat, and that's all she has. So she didn't have anything special to start it with. But even this on a pocket, because I've used some of these that she sent on a pocket. But these are, so she did her, and look, and then if you've got just little pieces of fabric, oh, and here, see, a little piece of fabric, a little piece of lace, there's some music paper, there's a sheet of book page, there's another piece of lace and another book page, just stitched all the way with a zigzag stitch down with the sewing machine. Look how pretty. So if you've got just little pieces of fabric, that's a piece of a doily, music sheet, piece of paper, book page. She didn't ink her edges. You don't have to ink them. But, and so, and then here, look at this. It's just each one is unique in itself and beautiful. You see here? I bet she didn't know she put 2 pieces of fabric on that one. And music sheet. But see that? I think our book pages and music sheets and lace are pretty much you gotta have. But see, aren't they pretty? And so I think they're just gorgeous. And yeah, and so you can put whatever, just trying to do tea, and then I run my mouth and I to do what you want. If that big fat mess gets cleaned up, you won't find it. That's very true. If this big fat mess gets cleaned up, I won't find a flipping thing. That's true. That is very true. Because I have problems anyway. As soon as I clean something up, though. But see, if I clean something up, I start putting more stuff down. And so it's just that, you know, the never-ending story. So, oh, and look here. You see what I do? These are all stamps off of envelopes that I get. I just even collect, I just take my stamps. Look, some are so pretty. Look at this one. It's a stamp. I'm going to put that right on there. I'm going to put that right on there like I know what I'm doing. I'm going to put a bow on there. And there it is. I use that stamp on there, see? So anything your little heart desires, anything you have. And if you, oh, you had to cuss at your dogs for fighting, does that help? Oh, Tiffany says her mom is starting to get interested in mixed media. Mixed media is just the awesome. It's just awesome because you have got all the supplies you need. You've got it in your house somewhere. You don't have to go buying things. There is so many things you already have. I was watching a video the other day. I should have. The lady was using bingo daubers. Hi, Erin. Better late than never. But this lady was using bingo daubers for her color, and she didn't have a flipping bit of actual supplies, art supplies. And bingo daubers is what, because she was a bingo lady. She used some of her old bingo cards, her losing bingo cards, and I thought she was awesome. She was just awesome, blossom. So yeah, you don't need all that fancy stuff at all. Never, ever. You don't need it. Do not need it. And so, and it's mixed media. And then, like some people say, "Oh, I don't have any fabric." Well, you've got a shirt. Cut the ends of the shirt off. Oh, you use bingo dabbers too? Yes. Yep. A flipping bit. Yeah. So I'm telling you. But something like this, though, oh man, these are pretty. These are just gorgeous. No work, no stress, no measuring, no nothinging. Make sure I get that stapled on there. See, I could sew these if I wanted to drag my sewing machine over, but I don't want to drag right now. I'm not in a draggy mood. And so there you go. 3 staples hold all that on. And it's pretty. And it is pretty. It is pretty. I was buying circles till I found punches for $14. Others have found them in thrift stores. It doesn't move your computer when I come at it with scissors. I might cut it. Yeah. Yep. Those bingo cards, I'd like to go to a bingo hall somewhere and just dig in their trash to get all them used bingo cards. I wonder if I could go to I wonder if I could go to, like, I think the Knights of Columbus. They do bingo. Old bingo cards. I've been watching some videos of people going through. They found old abandoned houses and they just go through them. They don't take anything, but old tickets from the dog races, yes. Um, they don't take anything. They just photograph things, and they're kind of like historians. Now I am wrapping. Um, Thrift stores here in Minnesota are the same price as regular stores. All I'm telling you is she needs to shop for me. Yeah. Um, but they get into these places and there's just gobs and gobs of old stuff. And like I think, oh my gosh, take some of them papers and send them to me. But they don't take anything. They film things and stuff like that. But I thought, oh my gosh, we would just die for some of that stuff that's in them old. There's houses. They went through an old um, abandoned hospital, Of course, nobody would touch those kind of papers because probably personal information, you know, but oh man, what neat stuff. Neat stuff. And then I've been watching these dumpster divers. They're fun. There's one, Steph and Steve, or Steve and Steph, or something like that. You, Susan, you would just put in abandoned places, and there's a few people that goes in the abandoned places, and you would love them, Susan. You would love watching them. So just look up just abandoned places, and you'll find a few that goes into these places, and they are awesome. I've not seen any ghosts. I think ghosts are a figment of people's imagination. Although I would love to meet some ghosts. Yeah, YouTube video search, yes. Yeah, it's just abandoned. Yeah, they're actual places. I mean, they find these abandoned, I mean, that places that they've been abandoned so long that like the roofs are caving in and stuff. And see how pretty that is? So pretty. And there's some, I'm trying to think of the one that I really like to watch, but I can't think of his name right now. But there's some of them that just kind of go through the places and they don't know much about them. But then there are some that do research and they find out who owns the property. They, you know, or who last owned it. A lot of them have been years and years that they've been just neglected, and you know, has been nobody in them. And so sometimes they're really old farmhouses. Oh my gosh, to see some of the structure, some of the just the ways that they were built is just amazing. I just love watching them. And so if I'm doing something like this, just making clusters, maybe I'll have one of those videos playing and just watch it while I'm doing this. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get them. They're pretty strict against dumpster diving in our area. You've seen ghosts, lived in some haunted houses, and could tell you some stories. Uh-huh. You know, and I do believe, you know, like there was, I wasn't, I don't watch too much of the haunted houses videos. Those ones don't interest me as much as the abandoned places. Those really do interest me enough. They interest me because I love seeing how, um, I love to see the old kitchens, and then they'll show like all of the work, all the intricate work that's in like the staircasings. And I mean, because this one guy I watch has been in mansions. He calls them mansions, and they're gorgeous. I mean they're falling apart. You got to be careful where you walk that you don't fall through a floor. I mean, they're abandoned. They're, you know, nobody's been in them in years. But and then some of them are like all full of graffiti where people have went in there and broke all the windows and stuff like that. But it's still interesting to see them. And I believe in spirits. And so there was one thing I watched at one time was it was an abandoned mental asylum. And they were saying that people have heard screams and things like that in this building. but it was a place where they housed people with TB years ago, where they would just hide them from the world. And and then they even showed where there was like a chute. So if somebody died, they just threw them down this chute rather than take them out the front door because they didn't want to scare the other residents that were there, you know? And so I'm thinking, you know, if somebody died in one of them places and they had no family, nobody to say goodbye to them, and all of this stuff, then I'm thinking, well, yeah, I would. I mean, your spirit doesn't die, just your body. Your body gets just all dead, but your spirit, I think, lives on forever. Your soul, how can your soul die? It doesn't die. I think it's out there. I think my mother comes to check on me. You know what? Weirdest thing. My late husband, smoked heavy. He was a heavy smoker. And there are sometimes I'll be laying in a bed and I swear I feel somebody sit on the edge of my bed and I smell his cigarettes. And there's nobody smoking in my house. Nobody smokes in my house. Nobody smokes around my house. My neighbors don't smoke. How come I smell that cigarette smoke so strong? And so I just say, that's my hubster, my first hubster, coming to check on me, make sure I'm okay. So I moved my feet so he's got plenty of place to sit down. I might be nuts, so I don't know, but I'll accept myself as I am. Okay, now everybody's leaving, right? Because they're saying this woman is nuts. But yep, that's what I do. I think, you know, what we believe is what we believe. It doesn't have to be right, doesn't have to be wrong, because if we believe it and it makes us happy to believe it, then we can believe it. Isn't that pretty? It says butterfly kisses right there on that little piece of fabric. So, but yeah, so that's the truth. Hope I'm our spirits, consciousness, our energy, and energy can be neither created or destroyed. That is very right. It's energy. It's energy, and it can't be destroyed. It's energy because you think about your thoughts. How can your thoughts die? Some people says, well, if your brain dies, then, but no. My dead grandmother used to shake the end of my mother's bed up till the day my mom passed away. Isn't that something? And my friend who just passed, my friend Mary that just passed, she would smell her husband's cigars because he was a cigar smoker. And she would all of a sudden smell them cigars. So it's like I feel like my mother-in-law comes and smokes in my house because I don't allow smoking and she's been gone for years. Yep, I believe it. Yes, save your postage stamps because there's some really cute ones. I mean, there's some really pretty ones. So just cut them off your envelopes. I just put them in a Ziploc bag. Some of them I've got a little bitty journal that I've got some of them in. I've got like some of mine that come from um, some of them that I got from other countries that I got in a little journal. Arlene says, my sister is pagan priestess, can feel the horrible energy at Waverly. Hmm. Yeah, Lori Smith, save everything. I collect stamps. Oh, you've been collecting stamps since 75. Wow. Energy doesn't always move on, though. It can be stuck for a while. That, you know, and that I've thought about that too, Renee. I've wondered, you know, they talk about these asylums and things that they're haunted. And maybe there really is spirits that just need to know that they're loved. Sometimes I think, could I go into one of those places and just sit there in a room? I've never heard of anybody being harmed by a ghost or an apparition. Never heard of that. So I don't think that would happen. So if you were just to go sit, and when you hear these voices or these sounds or whatever, call to them and say, come on and sit here and talk to me. Be nice to them. I wonder if you can actually calm a spirit. Does that sound weird to you? If you could calm a spirit, if you're not afraid, and you just, I mean, you're going to hear noises in abandoned buildings all the time because ceilings are falling in, things are falling because just from the age. And just from the age of the building, there's going to be noises and there's going to be squeaks and there's going to be all of those things. That's kind of normal. Sometimes they think that what we think are ghosts are actually like a recording of the past that is imprinted on a place. I believe that too, Gail. Yes. I believe that, some people say if these walls could talk, a home absorbs life. Your walls, your doors, your windows, it all absorbs life. I listened to some guy talk one time, and he was talking about everything on this earth, everything that you see on the earth came from the earth. Because when this whole earth became earth, however it came to be, however you believe it, it was empty. There was nothing. Now you see buildings, you see cars, you see everything came from the earth. And so your car is no different than that building. Your body came from the earth. Your everything come from the earth. The trees are alive. They came from the earth. Everything come from the earth. And so, you think about when you see this big fancy car on the road, how could that come from the earth? Well, it did. If it wasn't for the earth, none of that car would be there. Every bit of it, the gas, everything, come from the earth. And I lost my train of thought already. I was going to say something, but look at there. See, I just stapled that little piece of doily on there. Yeah, and then everything goes back to the earth. Everything goes back to the earth because your car is going to rust away and it goes back to the earth. When you die, you're going to go back to the earth. You're going to go back. If a tree falls over, it is going to lay there until it goes back to the earth. Roberta says, I'm highly sensitive. Read a book about it. Fascinating. I cry easily. Uh-huh. I used to cry a lot easy. I used to cry real easy, Roberta. But I've got a couple of medical issues like with, depression and anxiety. I think a lot of people do that. And the medication that I'm on for that, I think I do cry now, but boy, it takes a lot before I used to cry at anything. And although I'm still very sensitive, I'm very sensitive and things just break my heart and I take things real seriously and I take things really hard, but I don't cry like I did. I could just cry constantly till I couldn't see. It was, yeah, but I don't do that anymore. And I think the medication that I'm on is what helps with that, which I'm glad because I would get so embarrassed because things would make me cry. I would be good. We'd be riding down the road and I'd see a car accident and I'd start crying. I just would cry. I don't do that anymore though. And I'm glad because it was kind of, I think, oh my gosh, here it comes again. And I try not to cry, but I would. And yeah, so it's all life, and and I think as you get older, you really think a lot more. A lot of things make you really, really think because you've been through so much. You've been through so much, and you've seen people come and go. You've seen things that didn't seem fair, and you've seen accidents happen. And oh, see, thank you, Cheryl, for keeping. You're doing good. I could once I start running my mouth like that, I just could just keep running it. What if I take this blue flower and put? I am. Look at this. I had this and I was almost thinking I was done. But then look, I just put that flower back there. I just put that flower back there and I'm just going to staple it on there. So you can just put anything you want together. Look, well, I didn't get that really right straight, but it didn't have to be straight. And there it is. Got a little, I might go on there with a little red ink and color his little wings red for the little ladybug. And so thank you all for coming in this evening. And like I say, it really takes nothing, just no effort, no planning, no thinking, no nothing. And you come up. Now I'm going to put these in just a little Ziploc bag or something. And I have them made. So when I start putting a journal together, in fact, because I used a lot of the same things in these, I could probably make a journal that even is kind of themed the same. But then see here, these pockets. You see, we just invented these. We're going to go right down in history along with Benjamin Franklin. Well, them numbers are upside down. Well, that's okay. I can put that on like this with the button at the bottom. Oh, no, then a butterfly kisses is upstairs. Okay, it doesn't matter. But there I got two pockets. You can make pockets. You can go and make that strip and make into pockets. And you can do all of those beautiful things. And so I'm going to be calling it a night. But before I leave, I always have a little bit of words of encouragement. I hope nobody thinks I'm a dork because I believe in spooks. Okay, this one says it's okay. I just open the book and whatever it opens to, I just let, sometimes I do weird things like, Mom, what do you want me to read? And then I open the book and then she tells me this is what. So when I do that, or I say, ask my grandmother to show me what I want to read, and then I see what my grandmother wants me to read. Okay, I didn't ask anybody for this one. I just opened the book. Okay, Lane Parsons wrote this. She says, it's okay. It's okay to be afraid of the things you don't understand. It's okay to feel anxious when things aren't working your way. It's okay to feel lonely, even when you're with other people. It's okay to feel unfulfilled because you know something is missing, even if you're not sure what it is. It's okay to think, to worry, and to cry. It's okay to do whatever you have to do, but just remember too that eventually you're going to adjust to the changes life brings your way. And you'll get to the point where the life you live is full and satisfying. And it will be that way because you made it that way. I love this one. This is wonderful. That was written by Lane Parsons. That is really good. It's okay. All righty then. Okay. You are stronger than you know. I love this book. I love, love, love this book. Okay, so I'm going to call it a night. I might clean this up, but most likely I won't. Okay. Sarah Caruso ask you a question. Sarah, ask it again, please. Um, yes, Deb. Diane, I want to see you soon. We will get in contact. Okay, now is Sarah still in here with her question? Susan. Susan, good night, everyone. Have a great one. Love that reading. Let me see if I can see the question. I'm looking. I'm looking. Okay. Okay, I'm not seeing the question. Okay. Okay, I will she asked if you she asked if you yeah, you do have to watch over me, Cheryl. Yes. She asked if you would take Happy Mail from her because she smokes. Yes, I love Happy Mail. And you know, I don't mind the smell of I love the smell of a campfire and cigarette smoke. I used to smoke years and years ago. And I don't like to be in where it's crowded cigarette smoke, but 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 we went on one time my husband and I went on this gambling ship that's out there in the Gulf not far from us. And I could not wait to get off of that ship because everybody inside was drinking and smoking and it's all closed in. I couldn't breathe. But just just the smoky smell. Although, like my daughter, she quit smoking. Every time she walks in, I said, "Gosh, you smell so pretty, Jennifer," because she doesn't smoke anymore. But cigarette smoke really doesn't bother me. I don't want it. I don't want people to die from it. But yeah. So you go ahead. If you have something to send me, you send it. I'm collecting. I'm now loving my ATC cards. I'll give it a little squirt with a little perfume. Yep, you typed your fingers to the bone. Work your fingers to the bone. What do you get? Bony fingers. Bony fingers. Okay, and then we need a mouse. And welcome to my mess. And you'll see this mess again. God bless you all. And I will see you again on the next video. May God watch over you every step you take and every move you make. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. God bless.